How's it going, lads, and possibly even ladies out there? If you believe women are real, I mean, some people think there's a conspiracy that there is no such thing as women, but we won't get into that in this video. This video is all about Solaris and Saints and Sinners. I see Jason Ewan and I see Deej. How you doing, Jason Ewan? And oi 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 from Deej. So this will just be a quick, I'm guessing it'll be quick. It's only 2 topics, but the Solaris stuff is pretty big. And Mr. Chopped has arrived. How you doing, Chopped? I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're keeping well on this Monday night, which I believe is accurate. For me, it is anyway. We got, what's Jason saying? He's about to hop into some Alvo. Thank you very much for the kind words, Jason. And he's extra moist thinking about Solaris coming out tomorrow, because that is the big news for Solaris. It is coming tomorrow. We knew it was coming in May for the digital version anyway. I think the physical is coming in June. But today kind of just dropped out of nowhere. Trailer on the PlayStation YouTube channel and this blog post, which we'll get into now in a sec. But yeah, Solaris dropping tomorrow, and some really cool news with that too on top of that. Sup, brother, says Chopped. Can't believe it's coming out tomorrow. I know, just with like no fanfare or anything. It's just like, here you go. Did you get a haircut? I did. Well, my lady cut us. She did. I think she's doing pretty. She's getting better at it. She's been cutting my hair since all this lockdown shit started. So even though the barbers are open now again, might as well just keep getting her to cut it. You know, it's not too bad. I think not too different from what the barber can do, and it's cheaper. Thanks for noticing, Germ. And how you doing, by the way? I thought you were Chop, because your kind of images look the same from here. Chop says today is the birthday. Up in the mountains with the lady. There you go. Happy birthday to Mr. Chopped. Hold on a sec. Got something for you, Chopped. You just wait there a sec. It's coming any second now. I wasn't planning. See, I don't have anything prepared, obviously, but hold on. I mean, it has to be in this category here, but my scrolling is a bit too fast. Okay, I can't actually find the birthday cake emoji. So how about a chicken drumstick for you there instead? I'm sorry that took so long. I don't know why that took so long. It was all laggy and stuff. Anyway, happy birthday, Mr. Chopped. I guess this is a birthday present from First Contact Entertainment. Solaris for Chopped tomorrow. And I hope the ladies keeping well also. Looks good, says Germ. Thank you, Germ. Nart Boglin, how's it going? Isn't Solaris coming to Quest as well? So Solaris has been out on Quest for months now. So we've been waiting. We've been playing catch up. Although you could argue it's been in like a... Officially it hasn't, but I think it's kind of been in like, you know, they've been practically beta testing it for us over there. Them idiots, them Quest owner idiots, beta testing it for us. So we'll get the full version. Because I think when it launched on Quest, it didn't even have the ability to squad up with friends and stuff. So we'll have that day one, you know. Jason says, don't forget to thumbs up. Thank you very much, Jason. And let's just hop right into this article on PlayStation Blog, written by the one and only Shabatage, aka Damon Shabasteri. Can I make this a bit bigger, perhaps? Hopefully that's not messing things up on your end. Let me check real quick. That's okay. Welcome to the Hollowfield Athlons. So Athlons is the name of, like, let's say contractors. This is what they call you in this game, Athlons. It's Damon Shabasteri here, aka Shabs, game director of First Contact Entertainment. We are excited to announce the Solaris Off-World Combat will be releasing digitally for PSVR tomorrow and will be 50% off for PlayStation Plus subscribers for the first 2 weeks. As I understand it, full price, this game is $24.99. So 50% off, that means it's going to be $12.50-ish. Or maybe they'll round it up or round it down, I'm not sure. But it'll be like really, surprisingly cheap, I guess. And I've seen like a mixed response to that. I think it's a great idea. Like, I think you can't resist it at that price. And then other people are like, oh, it's that low because they don't have faith in us or whatever. But I don't know. Seems like a good idea to me. Especially for a multiplayer game, you're going to want to have a lot of people in there ASAP. And it's already been, released on Quest months ago. They kept us waiting. So this is like, it takes the sting off the wait a little bit, like a full 50% off. And of course, if you want to play this game, you need PS Plus anyway. So you're already going to have it more than likely. So it's going to be like $12 dues. And I don't know what, maybe same for Euro. Maybe in sterling then it could only be $9.99 or something along those lines. You know how exchange rates are and all that shit. Nart says, oh wait, Lamau, I could have played it before you guys, but you didn't, Nart. You blew your chance. Alright, Deej says, wonder what will turn into the bigger game, Solaris or Alva? It's a good question, Deej, and we won't have long to wait to find out, I guess. Chopped says, GG brother, stopped in, smash the thumb, have a good night all. Chopped, enjoy your birthday, in the mountains. Have a good one. You deserve it. Nert says probably Solaris because Alvo went through development hell. Well, look, I think like the whole COVID shit has slowed all development down for everyone. But we'll wait and see. Deej says, don't worry, Pumps has Solaris keys for everyone. That'd be cool. Unfortunately, I don't have any keys at all. But I'm more than happy to buy it at that price. It's like just makes sense. If Alvo was at that price, it would be like just so easy to recommend that as well. Even though I still recommend Alvo if you're big into your shooters. So about Solaris, in case you don't know what it's about, Solaris immerses you in a future where esports and televised teams have evolved into playing on virtual holofields. So I guess maps are called holofields. You are an athlon. See, okay, I should probably... Oh, yeah. You know what? I probably should have put a big disclaimer at the start of this video. I'll do it now. I forgot. Community moderator for First Contact Entertainment. So you can go ahead and take everything I say with loads of salt about this game. Although I will just say right now that I haven't really followed this game closely at all. And that's a mixture of two things. One, I've been having no time with like just constantly making babies and whatnot. Two, like Firewall has been like way more interesting to me than Solaris. Just because Solaris, like, I'm not big into the sci-fi aesthetic, and this is kind of like Quake in virtual reality. I know Quake has like a huge following. I never got into Quake. That was like a big kind of PC thing in the 90s or early 2000s, but I kind of missed that completely. However, it's coming to PSVR at that price. I'm not going to say no, You are an athlon, part of an elite team of 4, so it's 4v4. Working to achieve legendary status in the fastest game around. And we'll talk about that in a sec as well, because they say something kind of intriguing about that. Okay, I didn't miss a comment. The basics. The rules are simple. Take the control point and hold it to score. So this is kind of like Firewall, just one type of match or mode, I guess you could say. Even less, because I don't think it has any single player stuff at all. So the rules are simple. Take the control point and hold it to score. The team that reaches the score limit or has the most points before the 5-minute round is over, so if rounds are 5 minutes, will be crowned the winners. The control point moves every 30 seconds, so you'll always be on the move, which means you'll need to watch out for plasma pits, proximity mines, and most importantly, enemy laser fire. Honestly, without proper coordination, equipment, and teamwork, you'll never stand a chance. So teamwork, again, being considered key, although definitely going to be harder to maintain teamwork, I guess, when it's like a more fast-paced type of game like this. And they show a little gif here of one of the stages in action. You can just see the kind of first contact polish that's in this. Like, it's only a small map, or a small part of the map, but you can see it's kind of looking nice, if you know what I mean. The soundtrack then by the guy who did fucking John Wick, so it's got some production value going on behind it. Your virtual arsenal. Now you and your teammates won't be alone out there. You'll also have access to the best weapons in the galaxy. Each round you'll start off with your pistol, so you always start off with just the pistol. But you can find shotguns, rifles, rocket launchers, and grenade launchers scattered around the holofields. So completely different to Firewall, whereas you will not be picking a loadout. So you'll just be kind of hopping right in, and you need to memorize the maps and where the certain weapons are on certain maps. So that's got a completely different dynamic to us, so it'll help feel different on top of the agility and speed and jumping and sliding and all that shit. So yeah, that'll differentiate it nicely. Each weapon has a set amount of ammo, so you won't need to reload, but you may want to keep track of how many shots you have left. So no ammo to worry about. I think, is it on a cooldown thing? Like it overheats and you gotta wait for it to cool down? I'm not too sure. Has it got private lobbies? Asks Deej. I don't know, Deej, to be honest with you. We'll see if they mention it. I hope so. We have to see if someone else... See, I haven't been following this game at all. Which is pretty bad on my part. Take aim and fire. We've always been looking for new and intriguing ways to integrate the PlayStation aim controller, and Solaris is no different. We believe it's the perfect bridge between the virtual and real world to give you an incredible sense of immersion and control. The sensation of weapons materializing in your hands and the recoil of each blast immerses you in battle like no other controller is able to. One of the most encouraging things I've heard about Solaris, like the Quest players who got it first, they were like, this game feels like it was built with the aim controller in mind because the second hand didn't move. They had to complain about it. And then eventually, First Contact were like, okay, fine, we'll do something with the second hand, because the way it was, you could tell it was made with the aim controller in mind, which kind of gives me hope that, you know, we're getting the best version, obviously. That's how it is. We're premium. You can also use your DualShock 4, and we've worked hard to make sure that option is both comfortable and intuitive. Also, whether you're left or right-handed, you can rest assured that you'll have a fair shot at the top spots. So any freaks out there who are left-handed, you're not being left in the cold, even though you should be, and you should have been taken out of the gene pool a long time ago, I think. So yeah, no move controller support, DualShock and aim only. Making the leaderboard. Now, to truly become a legend in the world of Solaris, you'll need to claim your rank in the global leaderboards. Sort by weekly, monthly, or all time, and compare your stats to the competition as you try to earn that top spot. So it looks like the leaderboard is going to be a lot more robust than Firewall's. Pretty sure Firewall is like one or all time only. So now you got weekly, monthly, all time, and compare with the competition, your own stats and shit. But that's kind of basic enough. From rookie to legend, so similar to Firewall, they got that level 50 player cap. Show off everything you've earned along the way. Customize your athlon to your liking. And on top of level unlocks, you'll also have a chance to earn exclusive rewards by completing weekly challenges. It sounds pretty similar to Firewall, so nothing too crazy there. I hope you can kind of go into detail, customizing certain colors and whatnot in these suits. Get the Irish flag going. The Holofield is waiting. Be one of the first to travel to Gemini, our latest and tightest arena yet. So it looks like it's launching this new map with PSVR. Launch grenades over the walls or flank the enemy down either side. There's never any downtime when you're dealing with the fastest shooter in PSVR, which seems like a direct addressing of Alvo, because Alvo's big selling point was how fast it was. Well, that's one of its big selling points. The other ones being lobby time and all that kind of stuff. But they're coming out and saying, hey, we're actually the fastest shooter in PSVR, and it's going to be interesting to compare them and to see if we can notice the difference. You know, is Solaris actually going to feel faster? Dead Eye Dan is here. He says, I have played it on the Quest 2 and I think the aim would be better. But of course, the aim, I think even people on PC are like, you know, the aim is pretty cool. It just, if only it was like perfectly accurate and we didn't have to worry about drift, then it'd be perfect. Duchess, I've got a feeling I will like this more than Alvo. Interesting. We shall wait and see. Then there's a gif of just more, I guess, different maps. This one's called Vortex Prime. This one's called Tervos Prime and Fury Major, I guess. Are you ready to become a champion? So there you go. I believe there's a trailer as well. Oh, right here, obviously. Launch trailer. Hopefully you'll be able to hear this too. Whoa, it's loud. I'll turn it down on my headphones. So Frank is actually in this trailer. He's the guy modeling the PSVR and doing the poses and stuff. some actual gameplay. You all start off with the handguns. There's Frank. The music is cool. Jumping. So way more like action-packed. Gonna be interesting to see. It's crazy how we had no action-packed kind of shooters like this. Then Alvo comes along and all of a sudden a month later we have Solaris as well. And it rains, it pours, you know? Log in, suit up. So yeah, coming tomorrow. But I think the coolest thing about that is just the price. I think they did that very like intelligently. I'm not saying for 2 weeks, but still, anyone who's been interested in this is even if you were thinking about us, it's going to be hard to resist with that 50% off. So when will we all be playing this? So it comes out tomorrow. I was actually hoping it might come out midnight tonight. But it's like nearly 3 a.m. now and there's no sign of it on the store. Otherwise I would be streaming it right now. So it'll be tomorrow, which means I won't be able to play it really until tomorrow night. So if you're available then, that's when I'll be trying to play it. I'll have to look into the private match thing because I don't know if it has that. I believe it has dedicated servers though. And Nart says, if it has crossplay, I will be able to play with you guys again. I think it has crossplay, but I don't think it will have like full functionality on day one. So what I've heard is, I should know this, but I don't. But you can't like squad up with someone on the quest yet. But you might be able to play against them like randomly, if you know what I mean. But don't quote me on that. That could be wrong. I'll have to look into it. Or I guess we just all find out in a few hours because the game will be out then. So yeah, that'd be cool. Play with people on the quest, tracers as we call them on the streets. So yeah, again, the price is like the big thing here. Like Firewall was $40 dues, and I know this is kind of like less content than Firewall, I would say, because it doesn't have the training mode. I don't think it has like any kind of tutorial stuff or any bots or anything like that. It's just the 4v4 stuff. But when it comes to Firewall, I mean, that's what we play 90% of the time, 99% of the time. In Firewall, really. So I think the price is pretty good. Even the full price, when it's €25, it's probably going to be pretty good. That's the kind of price maybe I was expecting, €30, 25. But the 50% discount is where it's at. So let's move on to story number 2. And the last story, I guess. This is going to be pretty quick, like I said. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, the DLC Aftershocks, is being delayed, unfortunately. And I'll read the Twitter chain here. Hopefully it's popping up on the screen for you. Yes, it is. So, hello tourists. We've been spending a lot of time in the past weeks getting our game ready for the announced Aftershocks updates. However, technical gremlins, guys. Technical issues have arisen, which we didn't anticipate. Launching on multiple platforms and upgrading to a new engine version is tricky to say the least. So I had no idea they were going to upgrade to a new engine version. I wonder what kind of advancements that's going to bring. Looking forward to seeing that. The bottom line is that we don't want to ship without knowing, that you can access the Aftershocks updates on whatever supported viewer hardware you're using and have an experience up to our standards. As such, we've made the hard decision to delay this update, initially planned for May 20th, so it's only 2 days away. Very kind of short notice, but they were probably working as hard as they could to get it ready, and then they're like, it's not going to make it. This delay may push the launch by several weeks. We know having a definitive answer is important, so we'll reach back out on our social channels once we have the final days we're confident we can hit. Thank you for your support and patience, the Skydance Interactive team. So it sounds like the real, like if you're reading between the lines, the real cause of this is like there's probably one platform in particular that's holding things up, bottlenecking things, and they don't want to release it on the other platforms until all the platforms can come out together, which I think is nice. And listen, I'm not going to give Skydance any shit for this because this update is completely free and this game itself was just excellent. So they, as far as I'm concerned, take as much time as they need, polish it. Oh god, I hit the wrong fucking thing. the stream's going to crash now. I tried to open up. Yeah, it's going to... Okay, this whole thing might slow down considerably. Oh wait, it wants to update, so maybe I can cancel. No. Okay, I think that might have saved us. Oh no, it's still trying to update. Or trying to open, close. Oh my god. Bear with me here. I apologize for this. A little bit. The stream's still alive? Okay, it's closed, nice. What is this? No. Okay, whatever. Sorry about that. As I was saying, Miguel Espinoza has arrived. How you doing, Miguel Espinoza? Solaris is pretty legit, fun game. That's what I like to hear. Good price point. I say like PSVR is probably going to breathe a new lease of life into us, and if we get crossplay up and running, we can have some fun times on Solaris. Added to the rotation, Firewall, Solaris, Alvo, we can have like, you know, lots of multiplayer fun streams on the channel. Jason says, I want zombie mode in Alvo. It's coming. In fairness, it is coming. The last video we talked about the update, and it does sound like it's probably going to be like months before it's fully in there. But they're going to be bringing us out in stages, so you'll get a taste of it at least relatively soon, I guess. It's going to be interesting to see how they do this. Is it going to be like Call of Duty, where there's going to be waves, etc., etc. Mr. Jackpot is here, and he is moist. How you doing, Mr. Jackpot? Jackpot Spielberg. Deej says, don't know if you want to mention it, but No Man's Sky had a new update today. New mode with cosmetics you can unlock. You have 2 weeks to complete everything starting today. That sounds cool. I didn't actually know about that at all, Deej. But based on what you've said to me, it doesn't seem like a huge kind of a thing. I mean, it's cool. No Man's Sky, probably the best supported game ever. Would that be correct to say, considering all their big expansions are free? I know they screwed up the launch, and a lot of people will shit in them forever because of that. But geez, I think they've met up for it by now. But yeah, definitely worth checking that out. Deej, thanks for letting me know. Task Manager, End Tasks is there. That's probably a good idea, but I was just mashing that X button and it worked. It seemed to work. Lucho Macho Bro, what's up? Do you know the price? So full price is $24.99, but if you're on PS Plus for the first 2 weeks, 50% off. So I don't know the exact price, but I'm thinking it's, well, if you take 50% off, $24.99 is going to be 12 something, $12.50. But I don't know if will they round it up to 13, or will they just leave it at that, or will they round it down to 12. I'm not sure how that works. So it'll be roughly $12, $13, we'll say. That's if you're asking about Solaris. If you're asking about Saints and Sinners DLC, that's free when it comes out. HB Puppet is here. How you doing, Puppet? I am moisture. When you're making me moist, you know, the more faces I see, the more moisture I get. Miguel Espinoza says, I hope it's crossplay, because the community for Quest is small, and it takes a minute for games to start. And he plays the Spanish guitar. I hope so. Well, we talked about this a little bit, but not 100% sure, but I think not full crossplay is there day one, but you might be able to matchmake with like randoms, if you know what I mean. So you might not be able to squad up Quest people day one. Again, didn't do the homework I should have done. And if anyone knows, let me know. But we'll find out soon enough, one way or the other. At least on the first day, you shouldn't have problems. Like a lot of people, I say, are going to hop on this at the price it's going to be at. HP Puppet says, what about Warframe? Its support is also free. That's true, but it's like riddled with microtransactions, isn't it? Like, can you even buy microtransactions for No Man's Sky? Not that I'm aware of. But that's not to shit in Warframe. I know that game has come a long way, and those developers have done a lot of good stuff for that game. Ice Goddess Rukia is here. How you doing, Rukia? Hope you're doing well. HP Puppet says that accent was on point. Well, thank you very much, HP Puppet. And yeah. So, unless anyone has anything else to say, really, this is kind of not something that's going to go on for ages. because it's just kind of two things. Well, the Solaris stuff is like big news, but the fact that it's like tomorrow, it's like it's already here. So whereas I might have speculated on shit before, it's like, what's the point in speculating when it's going to be in our hands tomorrow, you know? And when I say tomorrow, I mean today. It's already tomorrow over here. But yeah, is there anything else to bring up? Any other news that I may have missed because my ear has not been as close to the ground as it should have been these past few months, we should say. Am I going to get Solaris? I'm going to get Solaris for sure. Definitely. Even though I'm not nearly as hyped for Solaris as I was for Firewall. But at that price, like €12, that's the price of like a takeaway, you know? Feels first contact pushing back on Alvo. Well, I was reading through... Jesus.
Dage the Pumpkin Patch Kid has just donated 7.07 through Super Chat.
Thank you very much,
so
Dage.
Moist.
Fucking scared the shit out of me. 7.07. And no comment or anything. Thank you for scaring me, Deej. And thank you for that generosity. It is appreciated very much. Fucking hell. 5XL scaring the shit out of me. So yeah, when I was reading through the blog, HP Puppet said first contact pushing back on Alvo. They did say this is like the fastest game on PSVR. Or something along those lines. So that definitely feels like it's directly targeted towards, you know, Alvo. And in fairness, Alvo directly targeted Firewall when they were like giving you the selling points on this, which was fair enough, you know. There were like no waiting in lobby times and stuff like that, so that was directly targeted. So I don't think it's anything serious, you know. It's just like a nice little back and forth. Where's the new Firewall season though? Good question, HP Puppet. I guess with Solaris releasing, maybe they want to give that its own kind of space to breathe. And once it's had a deep breath of fresh air, maybe then they'll come out with like, okay, season whatever. Operation Tic Tac is out in, you know, June 29th. Jason Ewan says crossplay is coming, but not at release from what I understand. Now, do you mean like any crossplay at all, or like squadding up crossplay? Because I've heard someone, now this is complete randomer in a comment section on Reddit, so they could be full of shit, but what they were saying is that you cannot squad up day one, but you might be able to be matchmaking with people, like, you know, playing against them and stuff like that on day one. But again, complete random saying that. 12 on euros, how much is that on pesos? I actually don't know how much that is in pesos, I'm sorry. What happened to Karen? Karen is fine. You know, don't ask questions about Karen. She's okay. No questions about her. See, she's fine. Hopefully jump in with you tomorrow. I hope so too, Deej. So maybe around this time tomorrow, maybe a little bit earlier. We'll see. I imagine it probably won't be a big file to download. It shouldn't take too long. I wonder will it have PS5 enhancements? I hope it will. Did she hit puberty? Oh, you're talking about the voice. Yeah, oh yeah, we did have a thing. She's Carol now. I forgot to change that. Wish there was a PSVR versus Quest mode. That could be cool. They would eat shit with our aim controllers. Our aim controllers would destroy them. HP Puppet says, Operation Moisture. It's only a matter of time. And Karen is the new contractor. That'd be pretty good. And she talks with a robot voice. She's the only one who talks. Karen is having a difficult PCOS. Leave her alone. Damn. Okay, let me try and figure out what PCOS stands for. Period. All I can guess is P. I don't know about the rest. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'd be, you know, even if I wasn't community moderator for First Contact Entertainment, I'd be hard pressed to like pass up Solaris at that price. Day one. I'm on PS Plus anyway, so I'm getting that discount, but it lasts for 2 weeks. And it's interesting, Alvo also had a very similar kind of a discount, although because their price was much higher and the discount I think was 25% only instead of 50%, still works out a lot more expensive than this. But still, these interesting launch deals seem to be getting more and more frequent. Polycystic ovarian syndrome. Okay, I would not have guessed that. I don't think. Does that change your voice? I'll have to look into that too. Anyway, with all that being said, I think it's time to end the stream unless anyone has anything else to say. I'm thinking about turning these like live things I'm doing right now into like touch and tips. I know it doesn't really feel right without Decepticon though to do that, but I like the name Touch and Tips. I like the logo we had. And I'd still like to get Decepticon on when he's available, but the problem is arranging things. I can't arrange things, you know, because I never know when, you know, I won't be able to do something. Personal concerns over sexuality, says Deej. Nice attempt. At least you made an attempt. I should have. Puppet says, agreed, Solaris is under 20. At under 20 is a really good deal. So at full price even it's 25, which isn't too bad. Like even if you thought it was worth 20 only, you'd be like, just for an extra 5, I might go for that. But then when you put the discount on that, I mean, I think it's just irresistible. Even as someone who's not into the aesthetic that it has going, you know, I'm more into the combat, modern warfare type combat that Firewall has. But still. Plus First Contact and Trim are just like a proven studio at this time. They're the people who have given me Firewall, so I have to have, you know, give them the benefit of the doubt that they've given me like my second favorite PSVR game, possibly favors. It switches, you know, that and Resident Evil. They're always fighting with each other. So they have to get some benefit of the doubt from me. You may think differently, and you're entitled to. But I think it has the same sounds as Firewall. I did hear, yeah, when they're shooting, I think like explosive, it makes the same sound as like the hit markers and stuff like that. That's all the same as Firewall, I think. GG's pumps, thank you very much, Puppus. GG, haha, okay. I think we're saying goodbye. Deej, let me thank you once again for that generous donation. Made it worthwhile, you know. And everyone else who joined and commented and made me not feel as lonely, you know. Also very much appreciated. Thanks for stopping by. Until the next one, please stay disgustingly moist. Alright?